Numbers chapter 32. Reuben and Gad settled in Gilead. Now the sons of Reuben and the sons of Gad has very large herds of cattle, and they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead on the east side of the Jordan River, and indeed the place was suitable for raising livestock. So the sons of Gad and of Reuben came and spoke to Moses, to Eleazar the priest, and to the leaders of the congregation, saying, the country around Ataroth, Dibon, Jazer, Nimrah, Heshbon, Eleale, Sebam, Nebo, and Bayan, the land which the Lord conquered before the congregation of Israel, is a land suitable for livestock, and your servants have very large herds of livestock. They said, if we have found favor in your sight, let this land be given to your servants as a possession. Do not take us across the Jordan River. But Moses said to the sons of Gad and the sons of Reuben, shall your brothers go to war while you sit here? Now, why are you discouraging the hearts of the Israelites from crossing over into the land which the Lord has given them? This is what your fathers did when I sent them from Kadesh Barnea to see the land, for when they went up to valley of Eshcol and saw the land, they discouraged the hearts of the Israelites, so that they did not go into the land which the Lord had given them. And the Lord's anger was kindled on that day, and he swore an oath, saying, none of men who came up from Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I promised to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, because they have not followed me completely, except Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite, and Joshua the son of Nun, for they have followed the Lord completely. So the Lord's anger was kindled against the sons of Israel, Jacob, and he made them wander in the wilderness 40 years, until the entire generation of those who had done evil in the sight of the Lord was destroyed. Now look, you, the tribes of Reuben and Gad, have risen up in your father's place, a brood of sinful men, to add still more to the fierce anger of the Lord against Israel. For if you turn back from following him completely, he will once again leave them in the wilderness, and you will destroy all these people. But the people of Reuben and Gad approached Moses and said, we will build sheepfolds here for our flocks and walled cities for our children, but we will be armed and ready to go to war before the other tribes of the Israel, until we have brought them to their place, while our children live in the fortified cities. Because of the inhabitants of the land, we will not return to our homes until every one of the other sons of Israel has taken possession of his inheritance. For we will not inherit with them on the west side of the Jordan and beyond, because our inheritance has come to us on this side of the Jordan River toward the east. Moses replied, if you will do as you say, if you will arm yourselves before the Lord for war, and every armed man of yours will cross the Jordan before the Lord until he has driven out his enemies before him, and the land west of the Jordan is subdued before the Lord, then afterward you shall return and be blameless in his matter before the Lord and before Israel, and his land east of the Jordan shall be yours as your possession before the Lord. But if you do not do this, behold, you will have sinned against the Lord, and be sure that your sin will find you out. Build yourselves cities for your children and folds for your sheep, and do that of which you have spoken. Then the descendants of Gad and of Reuben said to Moses, "Your servants will do just as my Lord commands. Our children, our wives, our livestock, and all our cattle shall be there in the cities of Gilead. But your servants will cross over, every man armed for war, before the Lord to the battle, just as my Lord says." So Moses gave the command concerning them to Eleazar the priest and to Joshua the son of Nun and to the leaders of the fathers' households of the tribes of the Israelites. Moses said to them, "If the sons of Gad and the sons of Reuben will cross over the Jordan with you, every man armed for battle before the Lord, and the land is subject before you, then you shall give them the land of Gilead east of the Jordan river as a possession. But if they will not cross over with you armed, they shall have possessions among you in the land of Canaan and surrender their right to their land east of the Jordan River." The sons of Gad and the sons of Reuben answered, "As the Lord has said to your servants, so will we do. We will cross over armed before the Lord into the land of Canaan, so that the possession of our inheritance on the east side of the Jordan may be yours." So Moses gave to them, to the sons of Gad and to the sons of Reuben and to the half tribe of Manasseh the son of Joseph, the kingdom of Sihon, the king of Amorites, and the kingdom of Og, the king of Bashan, the land which with its cities and territories, the cities of the surrounding land. The sons of Gad built Dibon, Ataroth, Ariah, Atroth, Sopon, Zazir, Zogbeha, Beth Nimrah, and Beth Haran, fortified walled cities and sheepfolds for sheep. The sons of Reuben built Hezbon, Elealeh, Kiriathim, Nebo, and Baal-Meon. Their names begin changed and Sibmah, and they gave other names to the cities which they built. The sons of Makir, the son of Manasseh, went to Gilead and took it and drove out the Amorites who were in it. So Moses gave Gilead to the tribe of Makir, the son of Manasseh, and they settled in it. The sons of Zair, the son of Manasseh, went and took its towns, 10 villages, and called them Havoth Zair. Nobah went and took Kenath and its villages, and called it Nobah after his own name. Numbers chapter 33. Review of the journey from Egypt to Jordan. These are the stages of the journeys of Israelites by which they came out of the land of Egypt by their tribal armies under the leadership of Moses and Aaron. Moses recorded their points of departure as the Lord commanded, stage by stage, and these are their journeys according to their points of departure. They set out from Ramses on the 15th day of the first month. On the day after the Passover, the Israelites moved out triumphantly in the sight of all the Egyptians, while the Egyptians were burying all their firstborn whom the Lord had struck down among them upon their gods. The Lord also executed judgments. Then the Israelites moved out from Ramses, where they had all joined together, and camped in Succoth. They moved out from Succoth and camped in Etham, which is on the edge of the wilderness. They moved out from Etham and turned back to Pi Hahiroth, east of Baal Zephon, and they camped before Migdol. They moved out from before Pi-hahiroth and passed through the midst of the Red Sea into the wilderness, and they went a 3 days journey in the wilderness of Etham and camped at Marah. They moved out from Marah and came to Elim. In Elim there were 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees, and they camped there. They moved out from Elim and camped by the Red Sea, Sea of Reeds. They moved out from the Red Sea and camped in the wilderness of Sin. They moved out from the wilderness of Sin and camped at Dopka. They moved out from Dopka and camped at Alush. They moved out from Alush and camped at Rephidim. Now it was there that the people had no water to drink. They moved out from Rephidim and camped in the wilderness of Sinai, where they remained for about a year. They moved out from the wilderness of Sinai and camped at Kibroth Hattaavah. They moved out from Kibroth Hattaavah and camped at Hazeroth. They moved out from Hazeroth and camped at Rithmah near Kadesh, the place from which the 12 spies were sent to spy out the land of Canaan. They moved out from Rithmah and camped at Rimmon Perez. They moved out from Rimmon Perez and camped at Libnah. They moved out from Libnah and camped at Risha. They moved out from Risha and camped at Kehelata. They moved out from Kehelata and camped at Mount Seper. They moved out from Mount Seper and camped at Harada. They moved out from Harada and camped at Makheloth. They moved out from Makheloth and camped at Tahath. They moved out from Tahath and camped at Terah. They moved out from Terah and camped at Mitka. They moved out from Mitka and camped at Hashmonah. They moved out from Hashmonah and camped at Moseroth. They moved out from Moseroth and camped at Beni Zakan. They moved out from Beni Zakan and camped at Hor Haggidgad. They moved out from Hor Haggidgad and camped at Zotbatah. They moved out from Zotbatah and camped at Abrona. They moved out from Abrona and camped at Ezion Geber or Elath on the Gulf of Aqba. They moved out from Ezion Geber and camped in the wilderness of Sin, which is Kadesh. They moved out from Kadesh and camped at Mount Hor on the edge of the land of Edom. Aaron the priest went up on Mount Hor at the command of the Lord and died there in the 40th year after the Israelites came out of the land of Egypt, and the first day of the 5th month. Aaron was 123 years old when he died on Mount Hor. The Canaanite king of Arod, who lived in the Negev, the south country in the land of Canaan, heard that the sons of Israel were coming. They moved out from Mount Hor and camped at Zalmonah. Then they moved out from Zalmonah and camped at Punan. They moved out from Punan and camped at Oboth. They moved out from Oboth and camped at Abrim on the border of Moab. They moved out from Aim and camped at Dibon Gad. They moved out from Dibon Gad and camped at Alman Diblatim. They moved out from Alman Diblatim and camped in the mountains of Abrim before Mount Nebo. They moved out from the mountains of Abrim and camped in the plains of Moab by the Jordan across from Jericho, their last stop on the journey to Canaan. They camped by the Jordan from Beth Jeshimoth as far as Abel Sittim in the plains of Moab. Law of possessing the land. Then the Lord spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan across from Jericho, saying, Say to the children of Israel, when you cross the Jordan into the land of Canaan, Then you shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land before you and destroy all their sculpted images and destroy all their cast idols and completely eliminate all their high places. And you shall take possession of the land and live in it, for I have given the land to you to possess. You shall inherit the land by lot according to your families. To the large tribe you shall give a larger inheritance, and to the small tribe you shall give a smaller inheritance. Wherever the lot falls to any man, that shall be the location of his inheritance. According to the tribes of your fathers' ancestors you shall inherit. But if you do not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then those you let remain of them will be like pricks in your eyes and like thorns in your side, and they will attack you in the land in which you live. And as I the Lord planned to do them, so I will do to you.